Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning to everybody on the other side of the world, not here in Europe.
Yeah, it seems like we have a special guest with us today. Lukas Hermann, the CEO, a founder, a pilot, and every indie maker B2B crush. Welcome, Lukas.
I've not been told anything about this show. Don't hold me accountable.
You did sign the papers saying that
Exactly.
it's okay. Yeah. Welcome, Lukas.
Yeah, welcome. Hey, thanks for having me.
Sorry, what's the problem? Yeah, I'll ask him. Yeah. Come. Entschuldigung. Yeah. Lukas, I'm sorry. There's some gentlemen here. They claim. Where are you from? They're from BZST. Have you heard about that?
From what?
BZST. Yeah. So.
I think you have to.
Yeah, I think they handle taxes, but I'm not sure in which country. They just handed me some documents here.
What does
I'll
it say?
ask him. I'll ask him. Lukas, where were you on the morning of 9th of July at 10 a.m. and 23 seconds?
I don't know. I cannot recall.
There's a report here saying that around 10 a.m. you have written, and this is, I quote, "The tax officer came to my business address while I waited, rather stupidly, at my private address. We agreed to reschedule." Do you recall this event?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Follow up, and I quote, "I had to show in detail how €1 leaves my customer's wallet, is taxed, goes through Paddle HQ, the tax is withheld." Is that true?
Yes.
"And finally ends up in your bank account." Now, Lukas, just to confirm, how does each euro leave your bank account, and where does it go, Lukas?
Once it leaves my bank account, it goes into my pocket and we spend it.
What do you spend it on?
Um,
Is it on frivolous stuff?
yeah, like nonsense, essentially.
Do you pay VAT for said nonsense?
Valid question.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm pretty thorough with my accounting, because I live in Germany and I have to be.
Do you have receipts to prove that?
I have every single receipt in an online platform, and I make sure that everything is correct.
Both
telling
paper
you.
and digital.
Yes, 5 years backup saved, as
Yes,
per
the-
regulation.
The gentleman here just nudged me and said 7 years. Is that true? Is it 7 years? Yeah, it's 7 years. You're missing 2 years, man.
Oh no!
You're missing. This is all. Jesus. Lukas, welcome to the show. How's life, man? How's it been going?
Well, you have been recounting my painful experience with the tax office when they called me I would like to check what's going on with you.
Yeah, and it's all okay. You're good. You don't have to close down your business. You don't have to do anything like that.
I'm literally good. I sat with him on the kitchen table and in the end I was like, so can I continue? Like, is everything okay? And he's like, you continue until you hear from me, and you probably won't. So
There's still like a shadow of a doubt.
there is there's this tiny shadow of a doubt that one day he can come back to me and say, you know what, it was all illegal all along. Like,
Oh, you live in fear.
I live in, it's terrible.
But Lucas, welcome to the show. I'm so happy that you're still here. I mean, we are only 3 minutes in and there's a lot of things happening. I was expecting Lucas just to leave and me and Dan staying and
Like,
counting
what?
the taxes. But Lucas, thank you for coming and we're super excited to have you here. I don't know if you are aware of this, and I just want to mention this, but you have 100% success rate. And I can explain to you why.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I
In
doubt it, but yeah.
life.
Yeah. So it seems like you had a bunch of ideas, and then the first idea you decided to build, look at you. You already have tax problems.
So I entirely, I think this is completely dumb luck.
Wait a second, is that it? I mean, I thought we were gonna share like experience, and you just say it's dumb luck. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
See
buy
you on
my
the next one. Yeah.
buy my Gumroad course on dumb luck.
But
All
wait,
right.
you have to share to us, like, how did you knew that this idea is cool? Like, how did you pursue it and decided to build something like this?
I mean, right? People always say, "Oh, I have like 10,000 ideas, and only the three last ideas worked, and I tried all of them." And if I say my first idea worked, it's not quite true. So I have done business in the past, right? I've been like freelancing, and I've even started a company together with a friend, like two friends, and it did not work out at all. Like the partnership went sour, and the thing never earned any money, and we completely did everything wrong that you can do wrong in a startup. You know, we tried to raise money, and it never came. It's like it was a catastrophe that I have to deal with to this day. Like I'm still kind of tying up the loose ends. So when I say my first idea worked, is I came into it with, I would say, a fair amount of failed business knowledge, right? Of like how do taxes work? How does accounting work? How do you get a business started? Like, what do you not do in order to ship a product? And even though everybody says, like ship early and do this and do that, and then you try to follow it, it's one thing to hear it, it's another thing to follow it and actually do it. And so I've done it. I've done probably most of it wrong, and then coming into this place where I was employed, because I kind of came out of this experience, and I almost had this kind of burnout / a depressive phase, and I said I just need to be in an office with other people and work on a computer, and I want no more business stress. And then I came out of this kind of period, and I said, okay, now I want to do indie hacking, right? Do my own business on the side. And I made this list of ideas, which is very long, like hundreds of ideas. Probably everybody has one of those lists. And I thought, this time I'm not gonna start with 20 unknowns. Let me just start with like 1 or 2 unknowns, which is, I said, I want to know how I can integrate like a self-service pricing, right? Like click here, put in your credit card and purchase, which I've never done before. And all the rest, I said, let me find something that I feel like I can do. So I picked literally the easiest idea from this whole list, and just implement, put it out there, and mainly just for this one unknown. Like I wanted to learn how to integrate a pricing platform into a web app.
So it was a learning experience.
Yeah, the whole point was learning.
Yeah.
And the fact that somebody purchased it, like I made this really stupid Twitter post. What was it, like 3 years ago? And I said, oh, I just implemented a pro feature with pricing into my app. I was like, who cares about my pro features? And bam, same evening, somebody purchases, and that's what I call dumb luck. And then I just went from there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not enough to get that one purchase. You figured out how to grow it. But this is a product that was kind of outside of your regular niche, right? It's
Completely.
kind of yeah. And do you think that helped you because you came with a fresh perspective and you didn't really know all the complexities around it, and you just thought, yeah, I can get this done? Or yeah, how did you go into it?
Honestly, I think it's completely undervalued. I know maybe people don't believe me, but when you come, like everybody always says, scratch your own itch, do something in a niche that you understand. So honestly, doing something in a niche that you don't understand is so cool, because you come in with your development knowledge, right? You're automating. I was working in a startup that was in the metal industry, right? Metal industry is maybe the oldest industry, that you can think of, like laser cutting and bending and turning and all these mechanisms that people have done, here for hundreds of years. And I observed all the other people. We were the software team, but then there was the sales team, and then there was the operations team, and I observed them, and every day I thought, man, I could do your job like 10 times faster, because like how do you spend 3 hours on this Excel sheet, doing like this one task? And I always felt like, I just write one script, and your whole job is like 50%, easier. So I knew that when you go to kind of niches that are not developers, right, you will always find all these inefficiencies. So I went into the video production, like kind of live event niche, which, to be fair, very tech savvy, but also not developers. So there is a fair amount of not existing software or even bad software. And you come in and you solve a simple problem, and people love you for it. They are excited. And then you just listen to them, like, oh, what do you need? What do you need? And you don't come with all this baggage of, I know how it's always done. I know whatever my 20-year-old machine that has these 3 buttons. I need these 3 buttons. No, I have no idea. I just listen to the people. So, okay, this is what you need. Okay, how can we put this into a UI so it's intuitive, it makes sense, it's easy to use? People love it.
Would you say you're a pretty good developer?
I would say I'm pretty good with user experience design.
Okay, because I have this. I have this printer here, and I can't connect it.
Yeah,
I just can't figure it out, man. And I figured, like you and time zones, like, well, just let me turn it on. Can I use your assistance with the printer after the show?
Have you tried turning it off and on again though?
Yeah, it's on now, but it doesn't print. Like it doesn't. It says my cartridge is misaligned. I mean, what is a cartridge even? I don't know. But I thought, like, you build this entire app, you must know how to connect the printer, right? So I'll just give you a call if that's okay. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I have also some wireless problems and internet connections. Does that count? Can I jump as well on the call?
Please.
We do, yeah. Is it fun? Can we share your calendar with the audience? Is that okay? Because okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't. I only do this for friends.
But Lucas, it's very interesting. Like, I know there is a lot of discussion about B2B and then B2C, but when you were building a product, did you actually had in mind, like, this product will be only for B2B, or it somehow happened naturally?
It was a bit of dumb luck, right? Because when I built this, I thought this is never gonna, like, never is this gonna make money. Like, who is gonna pay money for a countdown timer? Nobody, right? So for me, I was always like already thinking of the next idea that could be, And then I was thinking, I wanted to do B2B because I looked at pricing. Don't you do the same? Like, you look at pricing and you think, what price do you give your app? And then you look at a kind of a B2C product, and immediately you're like at Netflix, right? At a $14.99 per month. And you cannot go much higher except people really want it. Like, some kind of whatever magic lose weight pill or something. You can price higher.
Or a luxury product, right?
Yeah. But not like your online tool that you use to track your habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You cannot, go in the 20s with that. You already lost most of the market. So yeah.
And
yeah.
How about you guys? Like, didn't you make when you started? Didn't you make the calculation? Oh, I need like 1,000 customers just to get to the money that I want to. And then you kind of become disappointed and say 1,000. Where do we get 1,000 customers?
Yeah. You do either charge 10,000 people $5, right? Or 1,000 people $10, and then you're like, what about if I charge 100 people $100? Wouldn't that be better? So
But
what about charging 1 million people?
Right. Yeah.
But that's also the problem. I think you said it very well. Like, we in the community tend to build and sell to developers product. So it's like a one-person thing, and then you went outside of this community and found your own niche. But then my question is like, when you build this type of a product and you are not in, you have never been into this niche, how do you market that? Like, how do you find the best ways to do your marketing?
Oh, it's complete chaos. I mean, you just try, like, you know, it's like
complete
I
chaos.
love this.
got
I
it.
love this. Yeah,
it's just
let me know this.
it's like you just throw like a bowl of spaghetti against the wall, and the one that sticks is
Yeah.
the one, you know.
Complete chaos. Yeah. Noted. Yeah.